Ishupon Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a very short video. I'll try to keep it as simple, quick, and possible. And of course, if you are considering Arsenal news, this is the best place to be. In this video, we're going to talk about some new targets that Arsenal have developed in the recent hours that we were live. Yes, we were live for some time, and yes, we come up with some certain news that we've actually stumbled upon. So that will be discussed in this video. So without any further ado, let's move on to the first news. So this will be the ticket, Arsenal versus Rapid Vienna. So also Arsenal have announced that the final fans forum of 2020 will take place on Tuesday 15th of December. It should be interesting to hear Vinay's take on the situation at the club right now. Fingers crossed it will come on the back of a win in the North London derby. This was tweeted by Peter Host. So he has actually, Peter Hoest, I'm sorry. This is what he has actually tweeted out. And talking about this, this is the e-ticket that has actually, if you have not actually received them yet, check your junk mailbox, and most of them are actually going into junk mailbox. Go check it, and if it's not there, phone that box office a certain number, and they will resend it again if that is not there. And you got to take a printout of it, which is very much important. So I'll just resize the image again. So David Seaman has opened up about Mikel Arteta. Well, yes, he said something about Mikel Arteta that you might like. He says, overall, I have been impressed with Arteta. When he first signed for Arsenal, I thought it was a big risk because it's his first job, and it is a big job. After Emery and latter years of Arsene, we were not getting any better. So for Mikel to take over was a tough ask. At the time, I thought Vieira might have been a better choice because he'd already had experience, but after Mikel's first interview, I was really impressed. Since then, I like how he's affecting the team, but he needs to be given time from the board to make it his own team. Now, for all those of you who are Matteo Guendouzi fans, you might not like it at all that Hertha Berlin sporting director Arne Friedrich has actually said something about Matteo Guendouzi that you might not like at all, because you might like it because it is good in terms of his footballing abilities. He says he's a fantastic player. He wants every single ball, even under pressure. He has this intrinsic motivation to just show the world how good he is. We are very, very happy to have him here, and he's worth every penny. You literally paid pennies for him, and he's worth those. Fine. Pay more and buy him up front if you want him that much. But moving on, let's talk about Christian Eriksen to Arsenal is really gathering a lot of pace. Well, there is a news which suggests that speaking to someone very close to Christian Eriksen regarding his future, I was told he is slightly concerned about the possibility of crossing the North London divide, having been a Tottenham player and very much a Spurs favourite for many years, and going to Arsenal. However, such is his particular circumstance, you may say, that he would not rule out a move to Arsenal. He still owns a house in North London. Therefore, going back there and going to training at London Colney is a convenience for him and his wife. So it looks like, well, economic point of view and what would make sense, that Christian Eriksen to Arsenal would make much more sense rather than any other move for him in the future, or probably searching for any other club will not make anything good for Christian Eriksen. It is for him to decide. But moving on, well, Emil Heskey is urging Arsenal to sign Dominic Szoboszlai. So Emil Heskey says Arsenal are in desperate need. Their talisman is not even making the bench, not even making the squad. Having lost their last game against Wolves, they need that person who can unlock games and can start winning games for Arsenal. Szoboszlai would be a really, really key component. A lack of defending is something he can work on. A lot of time defending is your reaction. When you give the ball away or when there's a turnover, what's your reaction then? There's got to be a positive reaction to win it back. And since he's 20 years of age, Dominic Szoboszlai has a lot of time to work on that. So yes, Emil Heskey is urging Arsenal to go and get Dominic Szoboszlai as soon as possible. And talking about more stuff for Folarin Balogun, Arsenal actually, Arsenal Academy tweeted out that a trip to remember for Folarin Balogun, it was a trip that he's making for the Europa League game. So Balogun retweeted that with the caption "More to come." So Foreign Balogun is definitely having a wonderful time for Arsenal this season, breaking into the team for the Europa League. Can he start tonight? That's what we are expecting. So Mikel Arteta has opened up about the January transfer window. He says, we are planning, talking with Edu and with the club about the things we can do in January. At the moment, it's pretty difficult, unpredictable as well in terms of places, as we are very restricted at the moment. So I just hope Arteta does it, man. And also, Jose Mourinho, before the North London derby, has made certain comments on Arteta. He says, he is a good coach. He is a talented coach. He won already an important competition in the first few months of his career that we cannot deny. To be the Arsenal coach, you have to be good. If you are not good, you are not there. Agree with the special one. So this is the most penalties taken in Premier League history compared to each fixtures. Number one on that list is Liverpool versus Spurs, 23 penalties. Everton, Newcastle, 22. Arsenal and Spurs are third with Arsenal versus Spurs. I know the most amount of penalties has actually been won by Harry Kane in recent times. Arsenal, Liverpool, 19, and Liverpool, Man United. So Arsenal versus Spurs on Sunday. Let me know, do you guys really feel that there is going to be a penalty in the North London derby this time around? So also, Jack Wilshere has opened up about whether he has actually approached Arsenal for the first team training. He says, no, I have not had a chat with Arteta about training with the first team. I had a chat with Steve Bould. I asked if I can come in and train with under 23s, but with the COVID situation, it wasn't possible at the time. But that was a long time ago. They moved on now. They've got a good manager now in place who I feel is going to be the right guy to get them back to a position where they're at least challenging getting back into the top four. It's going to take some time, but I feel like he's the right man to do it. Well, talking about the right man, another player is linked to Arsenal. For those of you who don't know about this man, his name is Bissouma, who plays for Brighton in the midfield. So Alex Crook tweets out, Bissouma is a player Arteta is a big fan of. I know Arsenal are by no means the only Big Six club keeping tabs on him. Arsenal and Liverpool are considering a January swoop for Brighton midfielder Wes Bissouma. He says, I know Mikel Arteta is hoping for a busy January, and Eriksen, I understand, is on his list of potential targets. A stumbling block could be about how Eriksen himself could feel about crossing that North London divide. So that also should be taken into consideration. But first, Wes Bissouma to Arsenal looks like it is a possibility. So Willian posted this before the Europa League game tonight. So of course he'll be there in the match day. It's a match day. He tweets out match day, hashtag Arsenal FC, hashtag Gunners, hashtag W12, hashtag UEFA Europa League. So yes, Willian is ready for the Europa League. Are you guys ready? Because there is going to be a watch along. I will be making sure that the watch along is scheduled very soon, right now I guess. So with that being said, these were the news of the day. It's a very short video that I actually tried to create one, and I'm very much successful in it. Do join in on the watch along, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.